Alright. Apologies for the mess on the bed. Have been sleeping in my bed because I have another. We had an exterminator come a couple weeks ago to get rid of like a bed bug infestation, and it didn't freaking work, so I came to sleep in my bed. But because school started this week, I've been using my bed to store old school supplies from last semester, and I haven't really gotten rid of them. But anyway, it feels good to be back. It really does. For those of you who may not be aware, even though I kind of advertised it a couple weeks in advance, last week I had to cancel my live streams and put myself into vacation mode because of the fact that I was essentially going to be I was gonna be visiting family in Oklahoma, and the trip to Oklahoma admittedly wasn't that bad. But as soon as we got to the return trip, then it quickly became the trip from hell. Basically, we had like two flights. One of them was to head to Dallas, Texas. It's actually like called like Fort Worth is what the airport thing was called. And then we're gonna make a connecting flight to Sacramento, and we're probably gonna have to drive like all day home. And well, we're probably not gonna be there until about like 10 p.m. and we won't be able to come back until God, I can't think, midnight. But the day we were coming back was also my first day of school, and I had to send my professor an email saying, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to make it because I'm going to be traveling," which I always kind of hated. But let me actually go ahead and check something. I haven't really done my usual audio test. Okay. Also, just realized my blanket is just kind of spread out on my bed, but it's not really that big of a deal. I'm not really too worried. I didn't mean to go full screen because now I can't see chat. But anyway, what I was trying to say is because I had to like send an email to my professor, let her know that I won't be able to make it to class, and me doing that, I almost missed my second day of class because of some shenanigans that happened in Dallas, where because of a storm. Seems you could use a little. What is this? Okay, I don't need to worry about that. Because of a storm in Dallas, my plane to Dallas from Oklahoma was delayed by an hour twice. And what really sucks about it is the fact that I was essentially stranded at the airport for about 6 or 7 hours before we were able to fly in there, and because our flight was delayed twice, we ended up having to essentially completely well, that's the manuscript. Well, we ended up completely missing our connecting flight to Sacramento, which completely screwed everything up for us. And we had to stay the night at a hotel in Dallas before we had to leave at like 7 o'clock in the morning to catch the flight to Sacramento. And normally that wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I'm actually gonna say this. You know what? I'll finish my thought and then I'll go ahead and read this. But normally that wouldn't be a big deal if it weren't for the fact that I did not pack an extra day of medication because I was not anticipating on staying out of home for another day. And let's just say the last time that I got any sleep was when I woke up at 3 a.m. on Monday morning. So by the time I got home uh, by the time I got home, I essentially been up for a full like 36 hours. And I only had like an hour to relax before I had to take the bus to my university. And this my class started at like 5 and it ended at 7:50 because it's a master's class, so it's always in the afternoon. And my God, was it such a pain to try and like stay awake and try and like stay focused because I was just about ready to fall asleep and I was just struggling to just stay focused. Any case, that was my trip from hell. Admittedly, the trip itself wasn't that bad. I had a really good time, like visiting my family and actually communicating with my uncle as an adult because, again, I haven't seen my uncle since I was a baby. But it was also nice to see some of my cousins as well. Okay, a curious incident at sea. Upon my route to the West Indies, a curious incident aroused in me a revelation. It was a wanton act of violence that I witnessed. I think it's actually pronounced wanton act of violence that I witnessed. One that proved fatal only to its instigator, a pardoned pirate named Savory, who had come aboard to work off his debts as an honest Christian, yet died a double full of drink after mistaking the reasonable abjurations of his fellow men for insults. He was taken by a self-inflicted pistol shot, sustained as he attempted to load his piece in preparation for the first 6 duels which he had arranged as challenges against our group. All of us were sad for his misfortune, but none were sorry that our crew grew quieter in his absence. And yet, as seeing the poor chap wound himself so, and witnessing the blood freely flow from his body, a notion sprung upon me like an idea long dormant, already within me, yet another chance to reappear. Oh, yet awaiting a chance to reappear. Thence came the phrase I had heard before, springing to my mind, the code in their blood. Suddenly it was sensible to me, the code of life, like a shipbuilder's draws in a measure, that's responsible for building each and every man and woman on earth. How was it that such an idea made perfect sense to me? How was it I understood already that which had no precedent in the most modern philosophies? The code of life in our blood, imagine. These ideas swirled within me for many weeks upon that voyage, spinning in such a maelstrom of thought I could not articulate them. So what's really interesting to me, at least I find it interesting, is the fact that the sages in Assassin's Creed game are meant to be like the reincarnation of the Isu Aita, I believe, who was actually the husband of, was it Minerva, I think? So it's just really kind of interesting to me how essentially each and every sage, they're essentially each and every sage they're reincarnation of Aita, but at the same time, like, they seem to like at some point retain the memories of Aita. So I think what that letter was coming from is this sage starting to get the memories or get flashes of the memories of Aita. So that code of life was probably something that was more like Aita talking or something. That's my theory anyway. So dealing with this tavern, we got a couple more things to do. Okay, Tavern is unlocked. It looks like there is a treasure map here. I wonder if this treasure map is in the area we've been to. I think the only treasure maps we have is like in areas that we don't have access to or easy access to at this point, and like high level areas. (606 to 835). 606 835. 606 835. 606 Oh. It's on Abaco Island. Okay. Well, we already discovered the location here, so we'll hold off on completing it. I want to get this chest done. Something I will say is the fact that it is very possible by the time we get to the multiplayer section, I will be unable to play the multiplayer because of something stupid Ubisoft is doing, where they are making it completely impossible to, they're making it completely impossible to, essentially, I think it's actually over here. They're making it completely impossible to play multiplayer in games like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or Assassin's Creed, Revelations. And it's very possible that, here it is. It's very possible that they may turn their attention to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which is currently the only Assassin's Creed game where you can actually play the multiplayer. And if they do this, if they close down the multiplayer before I'm able to get the achievements, and sadly this game will not be able to get to 100% completion, which really freaking sucks. So if you are playing the multiplayer, if you enjoy the multiplayer and you have done everything in this game, or really if you have if you just really enjoy the multiplayer in general, this may be your last chance to actually play the multiplayer. I am not going to touch the multiplayer yet. I'm still sticking to my guns on completing both the campaign and the DLC before I touch the multiplayer. But if you are interested in playing the multiplayer and you really hate the fact that Ubisoft has closed down the servers for the multiplayer servers for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Revelations. I think there was multiplayer for Odyssey, not Odyssey. Okay. I think there's multiplayer for Assassin's Creed 3 as well, but I'm not sure. This may be your only your last opportunity to play it on Black Flag, if in fact they do turn their attention to closing down the multiplayer for Assassin's Creed 4. In addition to that,
Ración doble para el hombre que me traiga monedas y triple para el que encuentre jade tallado. ¡Alto! ¡Puedo darle! ¡Para! ¡Dale la retirada!
okay, let's try this again. This time let's not be stupid. I was trying to get disarmed because you can only kill those captains when you are unarmed. You can only like disarm and kill them. I don't even care about getting it. Again, this doesn't even really matter if you get detected. The only thing you'll get is like a bonus for the only thing you'll get is like a bonus for stealth.
No te muevas.
Like a $500 500 gold bonus. You can't even like replay these missions, so it's really not a. Okay, oh shit, I almost just knocked down my controller. So that was interesting. My stream essentially crashed. I hope this will be the last time it happens, but that was weird. Here's hoping this will be the last time this happens. I don't know why it crashed. I really don't. But, I guess what I will say is, the thing is, you need to stop that, please? Freaking Game Pass popping up on my computer. The thing is, I always do an internet speed test to see if there's any issues with my internet. My speed test is honestly the best it has been in, honestly, a couple like days, because I was like streaming like 900,000 what's it, download rate and like 42,000 upload rate, which is actually really good. Gonna have to like quit to the main menu and try again. But the only thing that is really going on is we are in a huge heat wave right now. So I'm thinking if there is anything that may be going on with my game, with the reason why my stream has crashed. It will have something to do with the heat wave that is going on. I have like a warning on my computer saying like high UV light or whatever, like avoid sun exposure or something like that. I honestly don't know why I don't have another assassin contract available. It's just so weird. Because I should not have crashed. Oh, I need to look into something. What's that one called? AC4, Andreas, Island, contracts. Okay, so we actually need to wait until we progress the story further for me to get a second one. There's like 3 or 4 islands that do this. So let's just go do the story. But I'm hoping that my stream doesn't crash again. It's really stupid when it happens. There's really nothing I can do. This means more editing from me.
Why, look. It's the bastard son of the late William Kidd. Still a mere boy, and yet 10 times the demon his father was.
Fancy seeing you here, Kenway. Still looking sleek and mean. Did you steal that costume from a dandy in Havana?
No, sir. I found this on a corpse. One that was walking about and talking shite to my face only moments before.
Huh.
So, what's this I hear about a planned raid on a plantation? Not keeping secrets from me, are you?
Not very well. Every day, schooners packed with sugar sail past, coming from plantations nearby. Most times they stop here, sell off a few crates. There's one man visiting today that'd earn you a fine profit. So if you'd like to rob his plantation, I'll point him out.
I would.
Alright, let's do this.
Is it a Mr. Beckford that owns this plantation?
That's the man. He owns dozens round these islands, and he's bloody rich.
Just the sort I like to see robbed.
His agent is around here somewhere. Find and follow him, and he'll lead you straight to the prize.
Yeah, let's look around.
Despite the waywardness of your enterprise here, I understand that you are men of discernment.
Just following this guy. I don't know if he's gonna turn around, so I don't want to get detected. Just following him. Thank God I was out of his range. He would have saw me.
Burford, Manning, to me. We've done with this place. Aye, sir. What's our course? We'll return to the plantation and there take stock of our inventory. Good harvest.
You might not talk so loud. This isn't anything like a friendly court, Ken.
Nonsense, man. I had a delightful conversation with the chap just now. We came to quite an understanding.
As you say, sir.
I wonder why understanding is capitalized. Alright, let's go.
Captain, you have the look of a man crafting a bold idea. The look I've seen before.
You mark well at it. I've just overheard one of the Beckford's men talking grandly about his plantation and all the cargo he's keeping there, and it gave me the idea that I might take these goods off him and sell them off for a better price than he'd ever ask.
Someone is looking in
a
this
man of
general
vision.
direction.
I like this idea.
I prefer it if they looked away.
Larboard, survivor here, sir. Ease off the wind.
Furl the mizzen tops!
I wonder if this is the area, this will lead me to the island where we went to before. You stay out of combat.
I see them.
Actually, not gonna go. Oh god, we need to get out of here. Not gonna go for that crate because I don't want to put it to put me too much in the open.
pays you.
Tops, gallants, royals, studs.
No!
Now prove it, my trumps.
Reef in all tops.
Ship coming after
Loose
us,
captains,
sir.
gallants and royals.
Colours are English. Seems to be alone, sir.
I think we're clear, sir.
I'm gonna go around this island. No, I'm not.
Yards off the wind.
4, haul up all the mains.
Every last scrap of duck on the wind.
Ride the wind for all she's worth.
I'm going! There's just ships in the way. You better not freaking desynchronize me. Yeah, we think we made it.
This man's working for Peter Bagfoot's people. Do you know them? The Bagfoots and their sugar empire.
Aye. The Beckfords and the Draxes. I never worked their plantations, but I knew their names.
Oh shit, I'm gonna run aground.
But you worked the plantation, no?
A modest one, aye. As a striker in the boiling house.
Boiling house? Was it water they boiled? Or something else?
Cane juices. It's a hard process making sugar. Dangerous. Must be why it fetches such a dear price.
What's it like? Toiling on a plantation day and night.
Well, with the cane sugar cut and harvested, it's run between 2 metal rollers that crush the juice from the plant. After collecting the juice, it was time to boil away the waters from the sugar. This we did in tatches made of cotton. Let me tell you, brother, boiling sugar is near the hottest thing on earth. Just a touch on the skin will stick like birdlime and burn on, leaving a terrible scar.
Not with the rogue winds.
Lay aloft and bring in those royals, now!
Round
All
in
one of
order.
their captain!
Oh my god, stop!
Starboard, cast away. Adrift in the rock. Reef in all tops. Clew up, clew up.
Clew up the fore! Quit your soggering!
Loose and trim too.
Main's loose, do you hear the news? Storm their
Round
captain!
on
It's a risk to anchor too close. Soldiers roving the plantation would catch us for sure.
Drop here then and sneak ashore. We'll look after the jackdaw.
Alright, let's go. So we need to sabotage 2 alarm bells.
What's happened here? Why such disarray?
Bit of a do, sir, that's all. It's Wilmington's birthday.
And you saw fit to get pickled on duty.
No bother, sir. We've everything sorted.
We'll soon see, won't we? For you must double the watch this evening.
Double, sir? Whatever for?
I believe I was followed here, young man. By pirates, if my eyes honour me, though the ship was uncommonly large for such rascals. Certainly wasn't slavers, though, not a ship that size. In any case, double the watch. And keep your damned eyes wide for anything suspicious.
Okay.
You up there! Look alive, man! You've a job to do!
Apologies, sir. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
For God's sake, what the hell is going on here today? How do you suppose you'll be able to ring that alarm if you're piss drunk and barely able to stand?
like to speak to the man in charge here.
Okay.
Quiet entrance to the warehouse. Which of you dogs has the key to the warehouse, huh?
Your pizza work. The key, goddammit! Someone find me the key!
Use your knees, lad. What's brought them?
Leave them. Then no one shows us. Stay in the warehouse, if you please.
We're not done. You can guard this stuff. Heavy or not, it's all got to be used, lad. We're not done.
Okay, let's look around. There's a key holder.
Use your knees, lad. Not having through your back. Now hear no more complaints. You're paid to work.
He must be emptying the old...
You.
Get in! I've got a deadline on him! Won't bloody lose me! I've a clear shot! You're in my sight, sweetheart! Where do you think you're going? There! After him!
Come on. And steal the key.
You! Let me out of...
There we go. I was dealing with the warehouse. Not exactly the cleanest mission, but we did get 100% sync, so happy about that. Just got a message from Xbox that popped up on my computer. And pop up my games, so that's weird. And here's the other one. So we'll go ahead and do this last assassination contract. And then we'll progress to the story. My goal for this series, my goal for this stream, I should say. Excuse me, sorry, just kind of, I had pizza for lunch, and I just kind of had to come up a little bit. I'm planning on finishing sequence 3, doing the first, what's called? Real exploration of the modern day, and then we will turn our attention to exploration.
I've been here well nigh 2 weeks waiting on the Royal Africa Company to anchor, but all I see is fishermen and drunkards. Nothing to it. Hold you. You're not going anywhere.
I need to get on my ship and chase after him. I'm actually just gonna quit to the main menu. Cause I really hate it when I'm getting in combat and I'm facing those fucking captains and I can't disarm myself to disarm them because those freaking guys, as soon as I get attacked, I can't put my swords away because I had to defend myself. And then God forbid if those fucking captains attack you and you can't do anything about it.
All along. Man your sheets.
It's just so stupid. It really is stupid. It literally makes no sense to me. It really doesn't.
Starboard! Cargo adrift there, sir! Shorten sail! Waiting on the Royal Adventure Company to anchor, but all I see are fishermen and drunkards.
Captain has the helm.
Get the mains free!
That was much easier.
All sail! All sail!
Aloft, lads. Check the...
Okay, let's see. Where's the next main mission gonna put us? Right here. So it looks like we are gonna be doing some exploration. Before we just pass over to Cat Island and we'll go from there. My computer wasn't receiving a charge for a second.
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind!
Loose tops and royals.
So at this point, how I'm handling this series is currently being under development. I was thinking about clearing one section, one huge area of the map for each section I complete. However, for situations like this, which is a diving thing, we will not be able to complete it until we progress further in the story, and I think we may not unlock diving until like until we're like sequence 5 or something, and we're currently on sequence 3. So what I may end up doing instead is, until we have access to everything, I may just stick to the story and only clear out locations as I discover them, which I think may be better for me. But there's only 2 missions left before we what's called before we are finished with sequence 3. As soon as we clear out this island, we just have we're gonna be starting that on those.
Cruise up! Eat her sticks!
Furl the mizzen top. Bring in all sails. Gammon tight.
Yeah, viewpoint, 3 chests, 2 Animus fragments, 1 secret. Looks like we have some deer. Let me go into Edward upgrade, see if we, oh no, start crafting. Always do that. No, we can't do that. We do need 2 deer hide for a health upgrade, so let's go ahead and get that done. I didn't see there was a deer. Sadly, I may not be able to get it because he is kind of freaking out. Now we can craft health upgrade 2. Is there anything else that needs deer? Nope. Okay. We're done with deer. Let's look at the map. I honestly can't remember. Is there a flag for this location? 749, 625. There actually is. Looks like it is at the back of the island next to a rock, so we keep an eye out for that. I don't know why I did that. I really don't. But now I have to do the swim of shame. It's honestly kind of stupid. I literally wasn't thinking. And that was also not a good. That was honestly wasn't really my. Well, I did control the movements, but I felt like I should have slid there. I should have climbed up. And Edward just didn't. Salt Lagoon. I will say, so far I'm really enjoying the exploration of this game. Again, as I said a couple times before already in this series, I did not give this game a fair chance, and I wasn't really willing to like play this game and actually experience naval combat. I was very stubborn and adamant about the fact that because I'm technically playing as an assassin, I will not. Assassins wouldn't raid ships or plunder ships. Even though number one, Edward is not the typical assassin, and number two, I kind of had somewhat of a false ideals, or what you want to call them, about what an assassin is. And basically, one of the things that one of my main like tropes whenever I'm playing Assassin's Creed games is I always like it when I had the option to display mercy. And I feel like that assassin is always like merciful at times. And like it doesn't really happen often in games when you get to choose whether you not to spare an enemy or or kill an enemy. Oftentimes this happens in the I can't think. Oftentimes this happens in the RPG game. That's the word I was looking for. But I still have this headcanon at times that assassins are like merciful, but it's just I was just really stupid when this game came out. I was in high school as a sophomore in high school, and I was just practically brain dead in common sense. And I really regret not giving this game a fair chance. This game has actually been just so much fun for me. Even just going around like exploring everything, it's been like such a blast.
This is more like it.
442118. That's a low number. All the way down here. Okay, it looks like it is on this island, so we will worry about that much later, but interesting. I'm actually kind of curious, is there... Oh, it's my only one. Oh, I actually got much more progress than I thought. Yeah, let's go.
Here's to our pirate republic, lads. We're prosperous and free and out of reach of kings, clergy, and debt collectors.
Near 500 men now pledge their allegiance to the Brethren of the Coast in Nassau. Not a bad number.
Truth. Yet we lack sturdy defenses. If the king were to attack the town, he'd trample us.
Then let us find the observatory. If it does what these Templars claim, we'll be unbeatable.
Not that twaddle again, can we? It's a story for schoolboys. I mean, proper defenses. Steal a galleon, shift all the guns to one side. Would make a nice ornament for one of our harbors.
It will not be easy to steal a full Spanish galleon. Have you one in mind?
I do, sir. And I'll show you. She's a fussock, she is. Fat and slow.
My computer is being very loud. I hope it's not being picked up on my mic. Like my fans on my computer just got so loud.
There, Jack. Handles nice. Pinched her from the Spanish, was it?
Aye. In the midst of a hurricane.
Just before the treasure fleet was smashed against the shore.
Was the haul aboard as rich as men are saying?
1,000 times that. I reckon £1,000,000 worth of reals was sunk that day.
Careful. Love the hurricane. We'll have a dive there one day. See what we can rummage up.
Diving them wrecks would be a nice change of pace for us. No need for violent actions against merchants and such.
Well, that's some soft talk coming from a pirate. And as it happens, I mostly agree. We'll
God, this
save the
wind.
flashing of cutlasses for the military. And them that get in our way.
I don't know if it is possible to capsize in this game. I am hoping it's not, but every single time a ship, or wind kind of blows the ship off to the side, I always, like, on habit, I always turn I always like tone down a take up like a part of my sails to slow me down just in case I end up just in case it is possible to capsize. I always just lower my speed just so that I can balance it out. I never capsized my ship before, so I don't even know if it's possible.
What you may find out here.
Like staring through a waterfall.
Don't soil your breeches, lads. I got this.
There's a brig here. I remember, I could have sworn like in Assassin's Creed Rogue, if you see a ship on fire, you can actually loot it. You can actually board it and loot it. I don't know if that's true or not. You can do that in this game. I remember like sequences where you had like X amount of time to like get all the.
Trim the yards off the wind!
Douse the topsails! That ship's a monster. Look at the size of her.
Aye, and we'd not last long face to face with her. Hear that, Kenway? Keep your distance.
I need to turn away.
Fortune favors us.
Under cover of darkness, most likely.
Aye, it may come to that.
As I was saying, I remember that there was like a sequence where you had like X amount of time to loot a ship that was on fire and that was sinking. I remember that being a thing in Rogue, but I don't know if that's a thing in Black Flag. It could also be possible that I'm high as a kite and that's actually not a thing in Rogue. But it's just, it's something that I vaguely remember. It's currently 1:56 right now. We're going to be streaming for roughly another 2 hours.
All sails, you'll take it!
Use topsails, gallants, and royals!
Get away! Get away, ship on the radar!
Ease off the wind!
Oh my god. I'm surrounded. I'm actually surrounded.
Tops, gallants, royals, studs!
Use topsails, gallants, and royals!
This is just so inconvenient. And got another ship incoming. What the crap?
Reef the topsails and gallants!
Douse those gallants! Haul! Haul! I think we've lost them.
Crowd on every inch of step!
Making for us, sir. It's a brig. Their ancients are Spanish. Seems to be alone, sir.
Haul in the stunsail! As much sail as you can!
Go, 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 go. We need to close the distance. I will not fail the sequence when we gotten this far. Freaking ships, man, are such cock blockers. My god, we got another ship incoming.
Four! Haul up all but mains!
Crowd it all on!
Okay. Need to get in a little bit. How far are we gonna be tailing?
More sail!
Turn, 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 turn. Oh my god, how long this tailing segment? This is so unbearably long.
Every last scrap of duck on the wind.
Come on. It takes me where you need to go. At this point, I'm getting a little bit concerned about being detected.
Toast the galley.
Charles Spade. He's as reckless as they come.
An old friend of yours.
Not a man I'd call a friend. But we've been doing this kind of work for so long, I can't help but respect the man.
Studs out. Let's get moving.
Yes, I know about mortars. I fought plenty of forts at this point.
Take some damage here. Cruise up. Eat her sticks. Loose all and trim sharp to the wind.
Captain, look, mortars!
Trim the yards off the wind.
This should be the last mortar fire.
Ease off the wind.
Charles Vane, slinking off with his tail between his legs. That's good news for us.
Bleeding bastards. We'll have to deal with it.
So what are the optional tricks for this? Use one broadside to sink 2 boats, and use heavy shot to sink ships. There's a specific way to do this. I honestly can't remember how it was. What I had to do. Just hold on.
Fast! Forget the galleon! And send these interlopers to hell!
Fire! Refit all tops. Fire! Fire! Down to the drink! Down they go! Fire! Fancy a wee swim, do you? Fire!
Okay, now we need to use heavy shot to sink. Oh.
Ready to go!
Incoming fire! Fire!
We're ready, sir!
Fire! 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 Ready to fire, sir!
Get up to planks! Down
Fire!
they go!
Fire!
I'm not getting a heavy shot. Options. Controls. Damn it. I need to look this up. Because I don't have heavy shot. AC4, how to use heavy shot. I'm not doing this. I'm actually gonna have to reload checkpoint.
Charles Vane. He's as reckless as they come.
An old friend of yours.
Not a man I'd call a friend. But we've been doing this kind of work for so long, I can't help but respect the man.
Mortar's there!
Loose all, let's move! Larboard, Captain! Some wrecked cargo adrift. Reef the topsails and gallant! Stacks up! Let's get moving!
Okay.
Look, they fire mortars, Captain!
Haul in the stunsail!
Try this again.
Crews down! Man your seats!
Charles Vane, slinking off with his tail between his legs. That's good news for us. Bleeding bastards! We'll have to deal with this skirmish fast. Regard the galleon! Send these interlopers to hell!
Incoming fire! Fancy a wee swim, do ye? Fire! Fire! Fire!
It's not working. It says I...
Fire! Steady, lads!
I need to look into this because heavy shot is not working. Why isn't heavy shot working? Oh, wait.
Incoming fire!
I may not actually have heavy shot. Do I not have heavy shot? Fuck! God damn it! Oh, God! That is fucking stupid. That's why it's not working? Really? Oh my God. Hello, my name is Zach. I'm stupid. That makes a lot more sense. I don't actually have heavy shots.
Captain!
Care to lose the lawman, friend?
Truly senseless. What then will you require?
Heavy shot. It could happen. Just gonna upgrade my ship a little bit more. Now we should be able to do this. I'm so mad at myself. After all that stressing about trying to follow this freaking ship, it turns out I can't even do it because I am an idiot. Par for the course. That makes a lot more sense. So thankfully, it only feels long in my opinion because of the fact that traversal on the ship just feels so slow. But really, it's not that bad of a mission. It's just I'm a freaking idiot. I already saw this. I'm skipping.
Your jackdaw handles nice. Pinched her from the Spanish, was it?
Aye. In the midst of a hurricane.
Just before the treasure fleet was smashed against the shore.
Was the haul aboard as rich as men are saying?
1,000 times that. I reckon £1,000,000.
Kinda so mad at myself. I really should have. I thought I had heavy shot by default.
Might have a dive there one day. See what we can rummage up.
Diving them wrecks would be a nice change of pace for us. No need for violent actions against merchants and such.
Well, that's some soft talk coming from a pirate. And as it happens, I mostly agree. We'll save the clashing of cutlasses for the military. And them that get in our way.
I honestly really like Blackbeard's or Edward Thatch's voice. It just sounds so nice. It's just like of all the pirates, of all the known pirates in the in history, Blackbeard is honestly the one that interests me the most because of just how eccentric he is. Like it's just, he's just always just, he's so brutal, he's ruthless, just
Easy as she goes.
always like more interesting to me than any other pirate.
Like staring through a waterfall.
Don't soil your breeches, lads. I got this.
Storm there, Captain! Looks bad!
There's my ship.
That ship's a monster. Look at the size of her.
Aye. And we'd not last long face to face with her. Hear that, Kenway? Keep your distance. We'll strike when fortune favors us.
Under cover of darkness, most likely.
Aye, it may come to that.
Alright. Actually gonna go to medium speed just in case. It's currently 2:14 right now. I can't even rely on my stream time because it says I've been streaming for 55 minutes when I've been streaming for longer. Decided to reboot my computer early on in the stream because of issue with my stream crashing.
Crowd on every inch of sail! Sponsors out!
I'm thankful we aren't dealing with rogue waves, knock on wood. Because rogue waves can be very annoying to deal with. Especially in a restricted area. It looks like we're actually leaving the storm, so that's also nice. Yeah. Get out of here! Oh my god, I'm gonna get caught!
See now, my trumps. I'd not haze you.
All sail! She'll take it! Douse the gallants and royals!
Turn!
Furl the mizzen tops.
Every last scrap of duck on the wind!
Aloft, lads. Check those royals.
Oh my god, this is so stressful! Oh my god! I'm gonna get detected by the man of war! Oh god. What the heck is with that glitching like graphics thing? It looks like when I'm turning and the Man of War is just coming into camera, I just see like pixels just shutting up. It's on my TV, I don't know if it's like on my stream. Again, I'm playing on Xbox and I'm playing on PC, so... To touch up on what I was talking about earlier, I think this is before the crash. I was saying that they Ubisoft may turn their attention to Black Flag to close down the multiplayer. I think that Unity may be safe.
Doing this kind of work for so long, I can't help but respect the man.
Water Scanway!
Round it all on!
I had to avoid the mortar fire 3 times.
Trim the yards off the wind! All sail! All sail!
Got hit because I wasn't really paying attention. I was not really paying attention, but kind of got caught. Should be good now.
Slinking off with his tail between his legs. That's good news for us. Bleeding bastards! We'll have to deal with this skirmish fast. Forget the galleon and send these interlopers to hell! Incoming fire! Set yourself fire! Awaiting your mark, Captain! Ship coming after us, sir! Cutter! Spanish! They're firing, sir! Fire! Fire in! Down to the drink! Fire! That's with the most tender! Ready to fire, sir!
There we go. So nice that I have heavy shots now. There we go. 100% sync.
She's sailing for that island.
I know the place. A natural stronghold used by a French captain named Ducasse.
Julian Ducasse, the Templar.
Name's right. Didn't know he had a title.
I know the man. And if he sees my ship, he'll know it from his time in Havana, meaning he may wonder at who's sailing her now. I can't risk that.
And I don't want to lose that galleon. Let's think on it. Maybe wait till it's dark before hopping aboard.
100% sync! Okay, so we have a lot to take care of. Actually, no. I don't know why I said we have a lot to take care of, because we still have one mission. I completely forgot about Abstergo, and I completely forgot we still have one mission to do before we, finish this sequence. But we only really have one mission left. We have Abstergo to clear out, and really parts of Abstergo, and we have, some exploration to do depending on when we finish this up. It is currently 2:20 right now, or really 2:21 according to my computer. We may have time to explore some islands, clear out some areas. I don't know how much we'll be able to get done, but I definitely will not be starting sequence 4 unless it forces us into a mission, because I prefer to do some exploration first. There are 2 optional objectives for this upcoming mission. One is to remain undetected. One is to remain undetected.
Edward, you cannot be caught in that monster.
One is to remain undetected while going through the jungle. The other is for air assassinating Julian Ducasse. We will be getting both in this stream. And basically gonna do the reload checkpoint trick until I get the optional objectives. I don't anticipate it. I don't think it will take too long for me to get through this. I will need to go slowly through the jungle, but once I get to Julian Ducasse, it should be pretty easy. I just need to get on top of the mast and air assassinate him, and hope to God I don't air assassinate a random guard. Because we have all been there, assassinated the wrong target. Let's do this. Kill our first target.
Gentlemen, as is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness. The object of our attention is a square-rigged galleon, and we want her for the advantage she'll bring Nassau. So I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of storming this cove and taking this ship, stomp and shout aye! Aye! Those who oppose, whimper nay.
Never was the King's Council so unified.
Let's do this. So, first optional objective is already underway. We need to stay out of combat in this jungle section. I will not worry about 100% completion in this area just yet. I'm gonna prioritize. The mission over completion, I guess I'll say. Actually gonna try and avoid collecting any collectibles. Gonna try to run past the Animus Fragments, gonna try and run past everything. We will be coming back on a return trip and we will be clearing it out. In fact, I think it's actually a location that is very important for this game. But we will not worry about this just yet. What is that? Oh. Iguanas? Over here. Okay, there we go. Almost got detected there. Those, I'm pretty sure those guys are supposed to be doing target practice. I'm actually gonna wait here. Okay. I'm just gonna wait, try and like see what I can do. You know, so you can get this guy's attention. Come on, big boy. There we go. There we go. Apologies if my commentary is just kind of being a little bit dry. Trying to stay focused on stealth. There we go. Okay, we just need to kill this guy, and we can move on. Actually approaching a checkpoint, which is nice. At least I think we are. Yeah, I think we're actually at the second half of the jungle area. Again, really do apologize for my commentary being like really dry or lacking. I'm really trying to stay alive and trying to make sure that I'm being very sneaky and avoiding detection. I do not want it to redo this part, but I will if I have to. Okay. I'll tag that guy, and I actually want to tag these two guys. I'm gonna try and get through this area without killing anyone here.
Me rindo. No veo nada de nada.
Whew. I was forgot about the sniper for a second. Okay. Now things are as simple as getting to the ship. You want to approach the ship from the front. So we're gonna try and make our way towards the beach and swim out to the front of the ship, which I think is over on the left side. Is it? Actually, I can't tell. I see, can't tell which. I can't tell if that side is the back of the ship or the front.
Alto ahí.
Attack me from off screen, are you? Thank God we got to stay out of combat 1 done. Okay, so we actually need to approach from the right.
Un momento.
Okay, so here is my plan. I'm gonna swim out to sea, try and... Actually, I'm gonna swim out to sea and swim around the ship to the other side so that the guys on the dock won't detect me. And then I'll climb up the front mast and work my way to position myself for an air assassination. That seems to be the best course of action for me.
See that the cargo is secure! We'll weigh anchor before dawn!
I think I'm actually supposed to climb up there. Whoops. Basically, what I'm trying to do... actually, this won't work.
Hey, oh! Look alive!
What I actually need to do is, get there. which is very descriptive. I need to get onto that closest thing and climb up.
Yo! Look alive! Lively lads! Speed along, muchachos! Double time!
Actually gonna try and get down to the one below me.
Speed along, muchachos! Double time!
That was not what I want to do. It's fine. You still got the other one, right? Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. This time, let's actually get it done. So actually, I was too high to air assassin before. So what I'm gonna try to do now is, get onto one of the smaller things. One of the lower things. And see if that works better. So what I'm thinking, if I can get this to work, maybe.
This is the last time you will see land for a month.
It's just the problem is, if it's too high, then I can't air assassin. But I can't think of any other way for me to get this.
This is the last time we will see land for a month. See that the cargo is secure!
Yeah, that should give me it. I just hope to God that he wants to text me. He's looking directly at me, but I'm hoping he doesn't look up.
Lively lads! You remember the gift you gave me? Well, it answers just fine.
Fils de putain! As bold as a musket ball, and still half as sharp. Ah!
I'm sorry about this, mate. But I can't risk you telling your Templar friends about me still kicking around.
I pity you, Boucanier. After all you have seen, after all we showed you of our order, still you embrace the life of an ignorant and aimless rogue. Ah!
What's this?
Is petty larceny the extent of your ambition? Have you no mind to comprehend the scope of ours? All the empires on Earth abolished, a free and open world, without parasites like you. Que l'enfer que tu trouveras soit le fruit de ton insouciance.
Huh.
The Cove is ours!
God, her ship looks so tiny in comparison. Ding, ding, 100%.
Hey. I
How
just
is
saw you
life
logging out,
me?
so I thought I'd stop by and give you something. A little welcome gift. We give awards to our top-notch employees for doing quality work. And they're nice to have since there's no official bonus scheme here. I already have about 11 or so. Oh. Bonjour? Of course. I'll pass it on. Well, looks like Olivier wants to meet with you. It's exciting. Follow me.
Alright, let's do this.
So it's not hard to find. But the rest of this building can be confusing to first-timers. So we had the tools team whip up a great map application. Check your communicator. I added a waypoint to Olivier's office. Should be easy to find. Olivier's a nice guy. He won't bite.
Again, I don't know, like, there are, like, computers you have to hack, and I think there's collectibles in this game. I honestly don't know when we'll have our opportunity to do this. Wish I had my answer.
Is this thing working? This is John from IT. We met earlier. I was calibrating your Animus. I'm sort of the Scotty of this Abstergo enterprise. In charge of all the tech stuff. Do you have a minute? Damn it. The tracker says you're on your way to Olivier's office. All right. I'll ping you when you're done. I have a favor to ask.
Bonjour. Go right in. He's waiting for you.
Well, unless you are specifically ordering me to abandon it, I won't jeopardize our flagship project. Edward Kenway is the... But this is how Hollywood got its start, right? With pirate movies. Douglas Fairbanks, Errol Flynn, and now we have access to the real deal. Wait. Exactly. We'll talk about all that together at the shareholders event. Right. Looking forward to seeing you too. Take care, Laetitia. Salut! Hi! Thanks for coming in. I know you're busy. So I reviewed some of your data. Pretty raw stuff. Obviously, we need to scrub off some of the dirt to make it family-friendly. Maybe give Edward a voice like James Bond or something. More of a ladies' man. A beautiful city, no?
It is. Is
So
this
the
New
main
York
reason I
or?
asked you here concerns something called the observatory.
Oh no, I think we're in
It's
Montreal.
been mentioned a few times in the footage you found. I'd like to encourage you to focus on locating this specific set of memories as soon as possible. If it were up to me, on s'en crisse. I wouldn't bother. But some bigwigs at Abstergo Industries have been hounding me for days. So, follow whatever leads you find, and hopefully we can... Oh, incoming call. I have to take this. We'll keep in touch. Bonne journée. Alan, bonjour. Oui, tout va bien. Naturellement.
I don't know if there's any. I vaguely remember something here. That's not. I don't think I can get on that catwalk, so we'll leave.
Bon, d'accord.
What does it say? Into the gray, the digital frontier, the singularity, the space in which she dwells, being both made of light and the embodiment of darkness. This we call the gray, being that we are instruments of her will, instruments of her first will, the original will. We submit this credo to the world. Assuming we'll find out what that means later on.
Hi, John from IT again. You got a second? Good. I'm adding a waypoint to your map. So, a colleague of yours left for vacation this morning and forgot to send a video file she promised me. Since I hate just about everyone else on your floor, I was hoping you could help me. Could you transfer the file from her computer and deliver it to the courier when she comes? It'll be easy. You just wander over to their Animus, log in, and transfer the file. Easy. And please be snappy before I find a reason to hate you too.
So we are about to get our first experience with hacking. As our tools are genetic expressions of our mental cultural activity, and as we are expressions of their mental cultural activity, it must necessarily follow that this world as it is now and as it ever will be is an expression of the first will, expression of their labors, and thus belongs to us but not to them. The wires, the cables, the data networks that now crisscross the globe are hers. They must become her body and her mind. So I think I have an idea of what this is talking about, but I'm not willing to state what I think it's talking about just yet. I'd rather wait until I get more evidence.
Not a problem. That's the advantage of me having level 1 security clearance. Now, you do too. Don't abuse it. Log on and I'll walk you through this.
Before we do this, I did see there's another sticky note here. I will be collecting all these sticky notes, that's why I'm getting them. Today, Abstergo Templar frauds have given themselves to base practices and claim wrongly that man and woman are delicate and sensible and feeling creatures in and of themselves and therefore deserve safety and comfort and modestness in the presence of pleasure. Nothing could be sicker, falser, disgusting, lying bastards. Huh. Interesting.
Now, you need to bypass the core to find the data inside. Once you reach it, your communicator will download it automatically. You need to find your way around the core to reach the data inside. You cracked it. Good. The file should be downloading. I set up a database for any data you find. Just look for the My Files section in your communicator, and you'll be redirected right away. Everything you download will be found in there. Protected by a firewall, of course.
Of course.
December 23rd, 2012. Sample Recovery Unit Team Lead Fisher Case reporting on Subject 17, Desmond Miles. The subject was deceased and unattended. Time of death was placed around 0000 hours and 7 minutes, with conditions favorable for DNA sample recovery. We had some initial concerns about interference in the vault, but given the skill and talent of this team, we were able to capture useful data. I personally retrieved the subject's backpack and extracted a number of objects of interest to undergo detailed analysis. The subject displayed burns to the right hand, severe enough to fuse the bones, indicating some kind of spontaneous, intense burn trauma. Honestly, we've never seen anything like it before. Head, neck, and torso remained in good condition. I hand-selected recovery agents to retrieve fluid samples, blood and saliva. We then commenced material extraction and were able to preserve several exemplary samples. Data analysis and sequencing is already underway, and I'm told proceeding with exceptional ease thanks to the cloud database and the work of Abstergo Sample Recovery Unit 3. The legacy of Subject 17 will continue uninhibited as Sample 17.
Rescuesca de Pache, Jasmine Miles.
Oh, you're better at this than I'd hoped. Now zip on down to the lobby. Come on. See that file you acquired? I wouldn't recommend watching it. I mean, you could, but it's unpleasant. So once you hand it off, just pretend this never happened, okay? Otherwise you'll just go to bed feeling sad. Anyway, the courier should be waiting downstairs. She's been here a while. I suppose it goes without saying, just because you now know how to hack all your colleagues' computers, it doesn't mean you should. I mean, not every day, right? No, seriously though, that's illegal, so don't be a dick. Unless that's your nature.
Well, we will be getting everything in this game, so...
This up, you know? This job is well below my skill level.
Yeah, well, your coffee is shit. You could use some practice.
Hey, Shawnee seems Rebecca Crane. I should let that play out.
Oh, look who's here. So you didn't forget, after all, you're just incredibly rude. And made poor Rebecca here wait for nearly 30 minutes.
You limey. Be nice. Sorry about him. He's high on his own supply. So, how should we do this? Data transfer? Great. That should do it. We'll email you the receipt. Till next time. Take care, Sean.
Bye-bye, yes, bye. And don't expect any more free coffee. Arrogant. She's great, isn't she?
Before we head back to our Animus, let's look around, see what we can find.
The courier has come and gone. Wonderful, you're a miracle. No, that's an exaggeration. You're not a miracle. You're an employee, doing a job. But thanks for helping out. Anyway, thanks. Have fun pirating.
I will. I basically keep an eye out for more collectibles, any post-it notes, terminals to hack, that kind of thing. I don't think I'll find anything of interest in the lobby, I'll be surprised. Just keep an eye out just in case. Level 3. Anything on Sean's coffee thing? Nope, okay. I really wish there was a sprint option, or even just a slight jog. As the movement speed is just atrocious. Honestly,
Not really.
I honestly can't remember the last time I played a game with this slow movement speed. It might be... I don't know, I was gonna say Oblivion, but I think I played a game more recent than that. And really, Oblivion isn't really a fair game to compare, because it's slow when you start out, but as you level up your acrobatic skill, you can actually move a lot faster. Does not look like have anything. I'm not gonna be dirty. Nothing in the bathrooms, that sucks. I think the bathrooms definitely have something. Let's go downstairs. I don't think we can go into the... No, we can't. Level 3 access. We can't do anything about that. Let's head back to the lobby. Not the lobby, the Sample 17 area. We will explore a little bit, see what we can find. I imagine... Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Sticky note 6. Take for instance gunpowder, which gave us a great mastery over fire. Take for instance... What the fuck kind of word is that? I'm actually gonna look that up. D-A-G-U... ER. Named after the inventor Louis Jacques Monde Daguerre, each daguerreotype is a unique image on a silver copper plate. Huh, that's interesting. Never heard of that before. Take for instance the daguerreotype, which warped our way of seeing true life. Take the light bulb that gave us light when none was necessary. Take the automobile that sped us along if velocity is capable. Oops. Capable of only killing us in new and silly ways. I never heard of that word before, daguerreotype or whatever it's called. Ah, hey. I also missed you. 10. Yes, we submit that we are such tools and as such have a purpose for befitting a tool we submit. We are like hammers and wrenches and shovels made for a specific purpose, not our own. We submit that our purpose is indivisible from the will of those who came before. We submit ourselves, our bodies, and our minds utterly. Huh. I was thinking this because I have my theory. We won't find out about who this person is likely until the end of this game because I believe there's a cutscene that reveals who this person is. But if my theory is correct, she's I'm saying she will probably give it away, but she's speaking like very weirdly. I don't, because she actually refers to those who came before, and I don't think she would say something like that.
Assistance au niveau 2, projet échantillon 17. Support to the second floor, sample 17 project.
Hey man, did I just see? No, I thought I saw. Oh, I thought that's Calico Jack Rackham. No, that's not Jack Rackham. I don't know who that is. That might be Charles Vane. That's Bond Steed. Steed Bonnet, I mean. I thought those were figures since that's Liberation. That's why I was looking at them. Okay, so this is focusing on Rodrigo Borgia, the main antagonist of Assassin's Creed 2. Roderick Langholm, how do you pronounce that? Pope Alexander VI, a cleric and bon vivant by any name, Rodrigo Borgia served as Templar Grand Master from 1476 until his death. For too long, this man of faith and passion suffered under a smear campaign at the hands of his enemy Ezio Auditore. Let him now be celebrated and remembered for his progressive outlook and focus on family values. Calls him family man, even though he was essentially killed by family in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, like his son actually killed him, spoiler alert. That's just gonna be tricky. This will take some time. There we go. Got it. Crack the code. Can you imagine these things are timed?
Hey, Dad. You know, it's funny. I have this memory of you, one I keep coming back to. And I always think about it when I'm working or just before going to bed, because it sort of calms me, I guess. I was 14, I think, and you were trying to teach me how to walk with a light step. Remember that? How to be mindful of how much noise I made when I moved around. Simple stuff. Stuff I understand now, but back then, I gotta tell you, I thought you were just being an asshole. You told me you were gonna go up to your room and sit with your back to the door and read a book. And you wanted me to wait at least 15 minutes and then sneak up there and tap you on the shoulder without you knowing. I even remember the book you were reading at the time, the one by Captain Johnson. And you warned me that if you caught me, we'd have to start all over. Then you went upstairs. And I waited. I waited, and I waited, and I waited. I waited 4 hours before deciding to go up. And even then, it took me 20 minutes to get to the foot of the stairs. And another 30 to get up them. And then 10 to get down the hall. And there I was at the door and peeked into your room. And I was so hoping that you'd be asleep. But no, you were still reading. And I just about shit myself. But 10 minutes later, I was just 5 feet away from you. And that's when I remember setting my foot down, and you flinched. Ever so slightly. You flinched. I thought maybe I'd imagined it, but I knew you'd heard me. You didn't say anything. You just checked your watch, you reached for your drink, you took a sip, and then you kept reading. But I knew I'd failed. You didn't say anything. I didn't understand why. Then I lunged and tapped you on the shoulder, and you turned around, and oh, fantastic, you said, and you scooped me up, and you gave me a big hug, and I didn't say anything. But Dad, I was so pissed off. I wanted to scream at you. I failed, and you knew it, but you said nothing. And I stayed mad for weeks. I thought you were patronizing me. But maybe you decided right there that I was never going to be the man you wanted me to be. But I realized just a few years ago that you checking your watch, that was the clue, wasn't it? You let me win because I had been so patient. I guess that impressed you. You know, maybe at that moment you thought it might be better to be my dad instead of my mentor. I don't really know. Maybe for you they're one and the same. You know, either way, I'm happy to know that both my mentor and my dad are looking out for me that day. I didn't understand that then. I think I do now.
I always love like these conversations between Desert Miles talking about, because he has like a complex relationship with his father. For those of you who are unaware of his story, for those of you who have never played the original 5 games, Assassin's Creed 1 through Assassin's Creed 3, then you will know that Desmond essentially ran away from home because he was tired of essentially, he didn't really believe in the conflict of the Assassins and the Templars. And he thought he would be happier if he was away from them, but him just going away from the Assassins was maybe the only thing that kept him safe from the Templars. Ended up causing him to be captured by the Templars and experimented on. Really just used to access his memories. It's just kind of interesting to me how that's level 2. It's just kind of interesting to me how I'm just looking around. It's kind of interesting to me how, like, not every game, but a couple of games just have those moments where you can get more into the head of Desmond Miles. I think is like very interesting. It was in the 17th and 18th centuries the world became an indecent place, rent of its original purpose during the ages of the Industrial Revolutions. Here was the machines of industry we unleashed in such grand quantities, quite without understanding them, unwound motives and purposes of their own, as inert as they were. So what I mean by... I really do enjoy like those when we get more into the head of Desmond Miles, because man, we know a lot about Desmond Miles now than we did at the time this game came out, and really this game does kind of expose some of the layers to Desmond's character, like that whole line, that whole quote by him of him recounting his memories of his father, but it's just you get so much more of it now, like with audio logs from Sean Hastings and the conversations he had with Desmond Miles. You get a lot more of it now than we did at this time. But it's always just so interesting to me. It's always just so interesting to me to be able to can't go in there yet. I did see that there was a sticky note there. It's always so interesting to me to be able to just see more layers to Desmond's character. Sticky note 8. Take saturated fats and high fructose corn syrup, which poison us, and soy, which has been known to make men into women. Really? I am someone who, whenever I eat Chinese food, always had to put a lot of soy sauce in order for me to eat it. Like, I'm the type of person where I like people to taste soy sauce in every bite, because I am just that kind of crazy person. I'm also the type of person that always have extra pickles on my burgers and my sandwiches. That like to have pickles in every bite. Soy, which it's not talking about soy sauce. It's talking about like soy milk. Oh, never mind. I am dumb. Take computers which count so fast we cannot keep up, nor should we, for we are an imperfect race of gusting shells of tissue and bone, and complete in and of ourselves. We must have masters to survive. We must admit our masters. That reminds me of the thing revealed by in like it was revealed in Assassin's Creed 3 that humans were at one point the slaves of the I almost said I was thinking celestial dragons, but the Isu. They're slaves of the Isu. So it's just kind of interesting to me how it says we must admit our masters. Doesn't look like we will be getting anything else unless we can find another sticky note. Yep. Take the sentiment which gives us lies, as a man once said, 24 times per second per second. Take the phonograph which preserved noise that ought to be ephemeral. Take the television, which is obviously stupid. That's funny. Take video games which are secretly stupid. And you all wish there's more pornography, you know you do. Yes. Pornography. You need more of it, clearly. That's kind of funny. That's really funny. Yeah, it looks like we're almost done. It's boring. We just have a couple more things to do.
Be careful now. As the data moves, there are security programs constantly monitoring the data flow. You need to sneak past them, or they will destroy your data and send it back home.
Ah, shit. Didn't get the time right. Thank God, looks like we have infinite twice for this. We don't have lives. That would suck. Object 0.
I have now resumed the practice of dressing as a man, and have put off my woman's dress.
Why did you take it? Who made you take it?
I took it of my own free will, with no constraint. I prefer a man's dress to a woman's.
You made an oath, Jeanne. You swore to never again dress as a man.
I never meant to swear that I would not resume the practice.
Why have you done so?
Because it is more lawful and suitable for me to return to the practice of wearing a man's dress, being always among men, than to have a woman's dress. I have resumed it because the promise made to me has not been.
How is he?
Our three, doing well.
Are we still in 18th century Hungary?
No. His connection is so stable, he's jumped between a few ancestors today. We're in 15th century France now. Turns out he's related to one of Joan of Arc's executioners.
Oh!
Surprise.
Eileen, yesterday Vidic asked me to help him work out some of the bugs in his audiovisual renderer, and I told him...
No. Come on, Satish, not you.
It wouldn't be permanent. A few months at most.
Months? That will kill every ounce of momentum we have.
It won't, I promise. Honestly, I think this could help us. If I can get a look at what these people are doing, we could...
Come on. He's trying to pull you over to his side. Don't you see that? He's luring you with quick victory and prestige.
That's not what this is about, honestly.
I need to get back to work.
Eileen, I'm sorry.
Do what you must. I'll survive.
Huh.
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 32, April 2nd, 1981. Host Eileen Bach, DNA sample SV1970.
Miriam, are you awake?
Miriam.
Miriam's are coming for me.
Oh, is it God?
I see them from my window amassing in the courtyard. My time is up.
Bartle, don't say this. You don't know that.
Forgive me for this, Miriam. But I must tell you something. The artifact. We have it. But only Oscar and I know its location.
Don't tell me.
They will release you. Your family has connections. You must take the artifact and bring it to the assassins in Paris.
Please don't. I don't want to know. It's safer if I don't.
Hush now. If I die, knowledge of its location dies with me. You must bring it to the assassins.
Assassins? I don't understand.
The spy of St. Petrus.
No, I don't want to hear.
Seven!
Navajos? Navajos.
Hello?
Eileen, hi. It's Carl.
Carl, I know it's you.
Sorry, you just sound exhausted. Did I wake you?
No, I've just been busy.
It sounds like it.
I'm just a little tired, that's all.
No, I mean, your project sounds fascinating. Your colleague, Dr. Warren Vidic, he called me recently and he told me what you've been up to.
He what? Warren?
Yeah, he told us about your research, memories, ancestry, all of that. He even asked if we'd be willing to come in and...
No! Jesus, no! What the hell is he doing?
Eileen, it's okay. We signed some papers, non-disclosure stuff.
No! He's trying to fuck me over. Damn it!
Eileen, we just talked about my mother, just like you and I did. World War II. That's all.
It's the artifact.
The what?
Carl, if he calls you again, you tell him you work through me, okay? That's it. Vidic has been a pain in my ass for years, and I don't need him getting all the glory for my 2 years of hard work.
All right. So how should I go about this? I mean, the wheels are in motion.
I don't know. Just go through me if he contacts you again. Please?
All right.
You'll do that?
Of course. Yes.
Thank you, Carl. I'm sorry I was short with you. I've just been exhausted. That's all.
It's all right, hon. Just take care of yourself.
Morning, Eileen. We're almost ready. Just a few more adjustments.
Okay.
I had the team do some research on this artifact we've been chasing, and it appears the Third Reich actually found something matching its description sometime in 1940. Eileen, are you all right?
Sorry, yeah. I'm fine. Just a little scattered. Vidic called my ex-husband last night. He wants to put him in the Animus.
To find the artifact before us?
Exactly.
Well, it would be fast using Vidic's Animus. And maybe that would get us back to our original work.
Satish, if we let that happen, then all our money dries up. Lillian is paying for us to find the artifact, not improve our methods. Do you understand?
Right, of course.
I'm sorry. Let's just burn those bridges when we cross them. Are we ready?
Yes, just a few more adjustments, Senorian. I made a small change to the genetic input modulator. I'm hoping that buys us a few more minutes.
Even a few seconds would be nice. I'm ready.
All right. Settle in.
That is really interesting. I didn't even know there was a subject zero. I thought we started at 1. This really isn't that bad, just gonna be patient. Hopefully this one isn't as long as the last one we did.
Okay, it's been a few weeks since the last recording. Sorry about that. Of course, I guess it's just a few seconds for you. I'll leap down the playlist. Anyway, I was talking about Clay. Casmeric, Subject 16. So, when I fell into a coma back in Italy and woke up in the Animus Black Room, it was, so calming. It felt like I had woken up into a dream. Haze. A dream where none of this mess had ever happened. Felt like I should just be getting ready for another day of pouring drinks at bad weather, and another day of complaining about being between girlfriends and wondering what the hell to do with myself. But when I saw Clay just sitting there, it started to come back, you know, piece by piece. And when he told me about Lucy, fuck, you know, it hurt. You know, realizing that I killed her without thinking or feeling anything. Not at the time, anyway. Well, then things just kept piling on. There were more memories of Ezio and Altair and the first civilization. And then, right before he vanished, Clay passed on his memories to me. He showed me everything he had seen and lived through, and it was brief, but overwhelming. Not really sure how to explain. He saw glimpses of Adam and Eve and their escape from slavery. He saw the beginning and the end of the war between the first Civ and humans. He saw Minerva, Juno, and Tinia trying to work
I have no idea who Tenny is.
calculations. At least that's what they called them. They had these tools, these powerful machines that could possible futures. Not what was going to happen, but what could happen. Probabilities. And, well, they spent a lot of energy trying to figure out what was the most likely scenario for the future. Theirs and ours. And in the end, I guess they figured I was their most likely candidate. Some guy named Desmond living at the beginning of the 21st century of the Common Era. But which Desmond was the right one? Because, you see, probability is a weird thing. It can branch out in so many ways. Which version of me did they need? Was it the Desmond who got married early and had a son? One who stayed single in New York? Or was it the Desmond who moved to San Francisco to be a waiter? Maybe it was the Desmond who worked at an auto body shop in Chicago, or maybe it was the me who never ran away from his parents in the first place. First Civ had countless variations to choose from, but in the end, the lucky one was me. I'm the Desmond their best calculations spit out. I'm the Desmond they left their messages for, and I guess I have to live with that honor. What an honor. Pretty tired. There'll be more later. Ciao.
The background of that audio log sounds like that he is in an airport. That's going for someone that spent a lot of time at the airport over the weekend. It's just gonna be... Is that a Nerf gun? Okay. It's just gonna be interesting that I can just hear like the airport chatter in the background. Another sticky note. Sticky note 16. Remember that our relentless, impertinent, hollow drive to achieve everything our forebears did has led to many embarrassments and disasters: nuclear weapons, superviruses, genetically modified poison food, toxic air, plastic sea rack, sea spawn, and the list goes on. You can look it up for yourselves or the internet, but all this too had a secret purpose in the end. Let's say that about does it for exploration. I will be surprised if I find one more sticky or one more terminal hack. Huh. Are those like multiplayer characters? Those are. Can't go in there, we're not level 2, so let's head out. Looks like we made it back to the front, so we're going over to the Animus. Before we do that, let's go into my files. And so we're halfway through the sticky notes. I believe there's like 20 sticky notes.
Oi. Where you going, the market?
No, my parents have asked me to come
Routine hacking.
and I'd like to.
Oh, what do you mean, live with them? You live here with me.
I'm sorry, Edward, but my father is right. You had a decent wage when you worked the farm. Why can you not be satisfied with that? With me?
Decent wage? That job was near as, damn it, to robbery. You want to be married to a peasant the whole of your life?
All right, Edward. All right.
You leave now, Caroline. You'll never know what's coming to us. Caroline! Caroline!
Trouble in Paradise. You have about 20 minutes to play before we will be into the live stream.
What's that about?
He left this morning with the galleon. As faith, we'll discover a good use for this old cove ourselves.
Aye, we'll make something of it in time. We could keep a fleet here if we like. And with a bit of fixing up, it'd be a decent place to call home. Might even convince my wife to come one day.
You're married, are you?
In God's eyes, I am.
She left me some time ago.
Even so, keep that fact hid away. Most of these pirates don't respect a man with higher commitments than rum and plunder.
Upon mine honor. Let me know if you find anything.
I would like to end the stream off. Never mind. I was gonna say I would like to end the stream off with clearing out this area, but looks like we're stuck in a main mission. Where's Kid going?
Over here! I found something. You must see this.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Come on, man.
Oh, it's an Mayan statue.
Odd-looking things, aren't they? Old and weathered.
Is this what they call Mayan? Or is it Aztec?
Are you good with riddles, Edward? Puzzles and ponderings and the like?
No worse than the next man, why?
I think you've a natural gift for it. The way you think and work. The way you understand the world.
Well, I don't know about that. You're talking in riddles now and I don't understand a word.
Clamber on top of this thing here, will you? Help me solve something.
Gonna teach you about Mayan statues, but I already know how these work because I've done it before. That's nice to be able to tutorial.
All your senses. Look past shadow and sound.
Ah, right. I know this feeling. I have since I was a lad. It's like using every sense at once, isn't it? To see sounds and hear shapes. Quite a combination.
Supposedly, the reason why assassins have those evil vision is because of the fact that they have Isu bloodline.
Only I thought it was related in some way to my dreaming, or the like.
Most never find it. Others, it takes years to tease out. But for a rare few, it comes as natural as breathing. What you feel is the light of life, of living things past and present. The residue of vitality, come and gone. Any man's senses can be tuned well past what
Just gonna let this play out.
if he tries. You are a gifted man, Edward.
Has a strange look. Is it worth something?
Nothing you can spend. But if you find all of them, it'll lead to something grand.
How many?
A few dozen, I think. This way. I've something else to show you.
I don't know if my stream just buffered or not. I think it did, but I'm not sure. So we have one. We've already done that. Yeah, we already did that. And we've already done this one too. So other than that, we have one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I found something else just here. I think you'll take to this secret much faster.
Now this has the makings of a mystery.
It's good, isn't it? Only wait till you see what lies at the end.
Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Get down. Oh, this is interesting. It's like a cellar.
What do you think?
I think Monsieur Ducasse was a man of many secrets.
Aye, and look here. A solid staircase leading God knows where. What do you suppose lies at the top?
Be interesting to find out.
Would
wouldn't be surprised to find eclectic instruments of torture and villainy. An Iron Maiden or a collection of thumbscrews.
Or a pair of anguish.
Not a nice way to kick off.
That looks like Shay Cormac's outfit.
Try the key you took from Ducasse.
Kind of a little bit. Maybe not.
That's one. Only 4 left.
Aye. It might be that these 4 Templars have them. See the names here? They've been sent to kill these 4 targets.
Hang me, that's the map I sold to Governor Torres in Havana. He said it marked the location of assassin encampments.
You think maybe you owe them a bit of warning then? If you have any kind of heart beating in that chest.
Suppose I could, if it leads me to the 4 other keys.
Bad excuse is better than none at all.
Okay, so we have Templar Hunt in Nassau. We'll have to do that next stream, if I can remember. It's like we also have a Templar Hunt in Havana as well. Yeah, those are in areas we have not discovered. Let me take a closer look at this thing. I mean, it's similar to Shay's outfit, I guess. It's just, it's not like it has its leggings. I mean, it's similar, but it's not exactly the same. J. Patrick Cormac was, it's honestly like a really, he's more of a Templar than an assassin, but his game plays like an Assassin's Creed game. Well, it's, how do I phrase this? Even though you're technically playing as a Templar, it feels more like you're playing as an assassin because of the fact that that Shay was a former assassin. But I do consider Assassin's Creed Rogue to be a decent game. May not have the best story, may not have really the best mechanics or gameplay elements. I do find it entertaining. I'm actually looking forward to playing it again once I do look forward to playing it again once I get to that point.
Leaving already?
I think this cove suits you best, Edward. Better than that costume does.
Oh, come on now. We're pirates, kid. We take as we please and become who we like. Self-made man.
But that look ain't you. It's not who you are.
Who am I then?
Hard to tell some days. All I know is you like dangerous prizes.
Like the observatory. I think you know more about that than you let on in Nassau.
You noticed that, did you? Meet me at 20 degrees, 3 minutes latitude, just off the coast of Yucatan. I'll have something to show you there in a few weeks' time.
It's old Cove. Okay, so we have... God, we have a lot to take care of, but unfortunately we will not have that much time. Because I think at the very least we may have time to get a couple of these collectibles, but we have way too much to do. But I will say, this will be something that we are going to be constantly working on. This will be like our pirate stronghold. I don't even know if we'll be able to.
Sir. I've been needing coin to set up the shipyard, Captain. The faster I have the needful gold, the sooner our ships
I don't even know if
will
he'll have
away.
enough resources to do this. Assault only costs money. I already have a lot of money, but I get the feeling this would be very expensive.
Hearken to an old tar, Captain. The men do sorely lack a place to do their wenching and debauching. With a little coin encouragement, I could have the old place Bristol fashion, and a flow of rum fit to obliterate a good tar proper like.
This is 3,500 gold, just draining our supplies.
You done an old salt proud, Captain. Been making it worth your while too. Long bench bones curse me,
This is
for an old salt. I'll not play duck and drake with you, Captain. I need coin to build a little emporium. I'd be ever obliged, and a local shop would bring in many a useful ware for you as repayment.
This is 700. Actually, go inside. I want to see if I can get any upgrades for my gear, and maybe an outfit or two, or really just an outfit. This is an upgrade to speed, but a was it downgrade? To damage. This may be something. Oh yeah, I'm taking that. Actually, I'll hold off for now. What I do want to get is outfits. I really wish I could actually see how it looks on Edward. I guess I'll try the Crimson Cloak. I do like red, but I don't know how this will look.
A pleasure. Vraiment.
Actually, I kind of like that. I'm not a big fan of the blue from his, looks like his default outfit, but this isn't really a bad look. I do like the red coat.
A good captain. He takes care of his men, yes? The sailors are un peu dissatisfied that there are no women of comfort here. I know just where to find them, but we need to build them a home.
This is 15,000 for a brothel. This is gonna deplete our reserves, but...
Merci, monsieur. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we will not be able, I don't think we'll be able to upgrade anything else. This will be something we'll consistently try and work on as we get money. But, let's go ahead, and at the very least, we will activate this viewpoint, and we will save and quit the game. I imagine we made like quite a bit of progress, and I imagine we made quite a bit of progress from saying completion. We started at 21%. I honestly don't know where we will be after this. I am thinking maybe about 25 to 26%. That's my best guess. But at the very end of at the next stream next week on Friday, we will be clearing out this area, and we may make some more story progression, or we may do some exploration. Really, just depends. Or we may end up doing both, which is probably more likely. So let's take a look at the map. We have quite a bit of stuff to do here. What's this? There's something like to the left of that tavern icon. Let's actually go over there and investigate, because I'm legitimately curious. Let's see if there's something there, but it's just hiding behind it. I can't even select it. Oh, you know what it is? It's actually... It looks like there's something there, but it's actually just the... Okay, that's just a building. Alright, so that's gonna do it for today. If you are remotely interested if you are remotely interested in what you see today, most of the games are really all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I will be 27%, well, that's off, but not that far off. I will be streaming Assassin's Creed 4 yet again for 100% completion next Friday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming Kingdom Hearts 1 on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. I'll be playing that for 100% completion. And I will be streaming Stardew Valley for 100% completion on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in seeing games being played for 100% completion, note that I'm not only going for 1% in-game statistics, but I'm going for 100% in achievements as well. Within this game, I believe we got 2 achievements and we are close to getting a 3rd. But if we go into our recent things, we got routine hacking, complete present day mission 2. We got Pirate Slave for me for completing Memory Sequence 3, and that is it. This achievement I thought that I was missing, I didn't get last stream because I did this a couple of times when I was boarding schooners, and I just didn't pop that achievement, so I thought it was because I was in a mission. It just didn't pop up. Because I realized after I ended the streams, I actually did get this achievement, but it did pop up. I did get it, but it just didn't pop up in the stream. But that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Adios. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another post-stream session of the journal-based entries. Got a lot done this stream, and I think we got a decent amount of database entries, so let's go ahead and look at them. Don't have any new shanties, but we do have new documents. We have manuscripts, and we have the Gamma Diary extract. Extract from the diary of Vasco da Gama, one likely owner or scholar of the Voynich manuscript or one of his copies taken from the collection of Peter Beckford. So again, I still have no idea who Peter Beckford is, but apparently he's someone important in history or important to this game. I don't know. People. We have Julian de Cass, died 1715, that's new. By July of 1717, Ducasse has earned Torres' full trust, was soon appointed as captain of one of the governor's largest galleons. Running guns, munitions, gold, and supplies for the governor, Ducasse gained a reputation as the governor's hitman, a cold and ruthless killer who would not hesitate to eliminate anyone who crossed Torres' path. But in September of 1715, he crossed Edward Kenway's path, and the rest is unrecorded history. That is it. Going on to locations. Is something I actually missed last time? This is not it, but the pirate camps at the bottom, you can just see at the end of the list was something I missed last time. Great Inagua. Great Inagua is one of the largest islands in the Bahamas and is located at its southernmost point. The small outpost and village here was used by the Templar Julian de Cast as a residence and base of operations for a year or so prior to his swift departure in 1716. Pirate camps, that's new. Pirate camps established semi-permanent camps where they could return to repair their ships and divide their spoils. Notable examples: Andreas Island, Corazon, Ile Vache. Ships. We have El Arca del Maestro. And moving on to fauna. Eventually I will need to start buying the art pieces, but I just haven't been focusing on that. I will be getting all the art eventually, it just has been high on my priority list. Deer. Also, art is very expensive, but deer. Members of the zoological order of Artiodactyls. Various subspecies of deer can be found in the Caribbean bioregion. The red brocked deer is found in Trinidad and Tobago, and the key deer, introduced by colonists in the 1700s, can be spotted in the Florida Keys. So, this is kind of dry. Can we sex it up some? Note, killer deer, really? People just don't find deer interesting. Okay, so that does it for all the new entries, and that does it for another post-video session. So, we are 35% through the database. We still have a lot of the game to get through. We still have a lot of to get through in regards to the progression. But, as I have stated before, we are currently 27% completion, and before I end things off, I do want to verify, because I forgot to do this last time, but if we go into main mission sequence, you can see that sequence 3 is 100% completion, and we will be wrapping up, well, we won't be completing sequence 4, but we will be making some more progress on it. We also have Templar hunts as a new side activity. We may get started on that. We we kind of have like a lot of Templar hunts to go through, but we will do that once we start the next stream. Lastly, I honestly don't know if there is any other. These are all location based. These are side activities. We still have a lot to get through in this game, but we are making decent progress. We are almost like 30% on all of the categories. I imagine that by the next stream we may get past that, I'm assuming. But don't anticipate me completing sequence 4 next stream. I will likely be doing maybe a couple of story missions before I go back to exploration, because I'm hoping that we may have a mission that will give us the dive bell, and once I get that, I will be clearing out another area. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Into my menu, and I will end the recording.